We welcome you to the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the NR2003 MELONCAR Series, race number 7 of the season. As we get ready to go here, take a look at the qualifying. Tyler Mallon sitting atop the board above Liam Tingley, Austin Delgado, and Pantalica. So get ready to go, and you saw in that intro there, that was just us messing around a little bit while we were testing out stuff, but I guarantee you there will be no messing around tonight in this race. Round number 7 out of 20 of the MELONCAR Series. Let's take a look at the point standings heading into this race. Dunn LaPradd sits atop the board, 513 points to Tyler Mallon being 15 points back. We'll see if they can close the gap tonight. Then Alexander Gonzalez, a hefty 95 points back. Aiden Lacasse, William Goss, Pantalica, Noah Robb, Liam Tingley, Carter Friesen, and Nathan Kiani make up the rest of that top 10. It is worth mentioning that William Goss created this nice graphic for us. So we get ready to go here at Charlotte. It's going to be a good race. These races tend to produce a lot of really, really good pack racing, almost like a super speedway kind of. I mean, some people don't like that kind of racing, but hey, it's what we got tonight here in the NASCAR Twitter Sucks 180, a statement I think we all can agree with. As we get ready to go for the race, it looks like we have jumped into our happy hour session as cars begin to hit the track. That's Tyler Mallon right there, heading out of pit road, and you see Jerry Cook speeding out of the pit road. Always very strong here at Charlotte. We'll see what they can do today. There's the number 42. That's Hunter B. Heading around the corner. Alexander Gonzalez, the Daytona winner in the Starbucks Chevrolet. Looking ahead a little bit, you got that Ally number 88 of Nick Bergwald. And there's the number 18, the namesake driver of this league, heading out onto the racetrack. Never mind. So there's Alexander Gonzalez getting right up against the wall heading in through turns 3 and 4. Expect a lot of that tonight. I was racing against some of these guys in a practice session, and man, they get just right up against the wall without hitting it. It's kind of impressive to watch, and hopefully we'll see more of that tonight, as it looks like the number 99 car, that's Austin Delgado, taking it behind the wall. Maybe his day is done early. Alexander Gonzalez making his way down pit road. There's the number 85 car. That's Carter Friesen, one of the drivers, one of the other single win drivers. How it stacks up right now, the 85 and 36 cars both have a win apiece. And then Tyler Mallon and Dunn LaPradd, the 2-point leaders, have 2 wins apiece. And then there's the number 37 car taking a spin through the grass. The number 46, Pantalica. Watch for them to make a splash tonight. And there's the points leader, Dunn LaPradd, sitting on the end of pit road. We'll have to see if he can keep his points lead here tonight. As we also see the number 07, that's Noah Robb, and that Kevin Conway throwback. Very nice car. There's the number 27. Oh, I just switched to the wrong car. That's number 27. That's Will Goss, another very prominent driver in this league. It's going to be a good race. I'm expecting some good racing. I'm expecting 3 wide racing, and there's our flying Harry Potter car. That's the number 66 of Henry Nova, flying through the air and taking out everybody in sight. See if he has any magic left for tonight. Then there's the number 51 car, Dylan Schwallenberg. Actually, I take back what I said earlier. I think Dylan won the Iowa race, if I'm not mistaken. I might be. I clearly need to do more studying on this series. And there's Shane Sides in the number 24 car, a beautiful paint scheme making its way around the racetrack. You see him go down the back straightaway. We are in our happy hour session right now. Qualifying is already wrapped up. Tyler Mallon sitting on the pole for that. It looks like Jerry Cook sitting on the top of the board for this happy hour session right now. Watch the 66 here for a minute. No pressure. Heading through the corner. Just a reminder, this is Henry Nova driving the GoPro car, the GoPro Toyota, heading down the back straightaway now. Just right up, okay, maybe hitting the wall, maybe a little too close to the wall right there. And heading back into the corner. You try to get as wide an angle as you can going into both turns 3 and turn 1. Obviously, you get a bit better angle heading into turn 1 because of the tri-oval. Turn 3 can be a little bit treacherous, and that also translates to turn 4, which can make for quite a tough drive through there. But the 66 car doing a pretty good job holding the line. There's the number 51. That's Schwallenberg. Ooh, got a little bit loose out of that corner. Got in the wall just a little bit, maybe. Getting right up behind Dunn LaPradd. Gonna move down to the inside. Some pretty good side-by-side action here in happy hour. Dunn LaPradd getting all the way against that wall. And there goes the 51 sailing it off into the corner. See Pantalica make, ooh, a little bit. This is an all-star qualifying. You can't just go 100 down pit road. You got to slow up as you see these drivers practicing their pit entry. And oh my gosh, that 99 car is destroyed. Can we get see if we can get a nice helicopter view of what's going on down here. Okay, there goes the 88. I think the 99 car, I don't know if that's going to be race ready, and let's see if they hit him again. Obviously making some great use of practice time right now. These guys back here. I can't even see him anymore. There's so much smoke. You see Carter Friesen practicing another pit entry. Maybe not. Instead, going to go full throttle low. Here we go. Blammo. That wasn't as good as I thought it would be. And there's the number 84 car we haven't seen yet. That's Aiden Lacasse in the Cincinnati Camaro. Getting ready to run tonight. It's going to be interesting. We got two different Ally cars on the track. I'm going to try not to mess them up. The Acronis car, the Acronis Chevrolet with that Hendrick power under the engine. We'll see if you can harness that power tonight. I'm noticing some Kyle Larson cars on the track and probably trying to channel that dominance that Kyle Larson had in the Coca-Cola 600 earlier this year. I got to attend that race. Dude put on a clinic. We'll see if the number 42 car of Hunter B can emulate that performance here tonight. So we got some internet issues for the 07. That could also be my internet, but blinking a little bit around turn 2. Looks like it's a little bit more stable now. There's Liam Tingley, another driver I haven't featured yet. Driver I've raced with a whole bunch. And it looks like we are going to race. That means we can get into our starting lineup. Liam Tingley starting on the outside of the first row. That's pretty cool. So as the drivers start to shuffle in, we'll get into your starting lineup here in a moment. As you take a look right here. And we welcome you to the NASCAR Twitter Sucks 180 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. All right, let's get into it. Tyler Mallon, the number 18 FedEx Freight Toyota, is starting in on the pole. Currently second in points. Needs a good run to get that points lead. And then to their outside, that's the number 25 of Liam Tingley. Row number 2, you got the number 99 of Austin Delgado. And to their right, you got Pantalica in the number 46. Dunn LaPradd, the point leader, starting in 5th, with Carter Friesen in 6th. Alexander Gonzalez starting in 7th. Aiden Lacasse in 8th. Then you got the number 55, the most beloved driver in all of NR 2003. That's Nathan Chiani. And then the number 27 of Will Goss. Henry Nova starts the inside of row number 6. And then Vincenzo Focasato. I hope I didn't botch that name too much. Number 37 car starting to the outside. 13th position, that's the number 24, Shane Sides. To his outside, Jerry Cook. And you got the number 51 of Schwallenberg and the number 93 of Jovan Anderson, who topped the board in practice. Then the number 88 car, Nick Bergwald, and the 42 of Hunter B. And then to the back, you got the number 68, David Alvarez, and the 07 of Noah Robb. Pace cars off on the pit lane. Tyler Mallon getting ready to lead this field down to the green flag. They're in the restart zone. We are racing here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. 3 wide already. Here comes the 46 and the 99 to the inside. Oh, he hit the wall. Are you kidding me? What are they doing? Lap number 1, we are already 3 wide. And it looks like we might have had some trouble there in the back. We got a bit of a split right here between the 42 and the 08. As they head through the corner, you can take a look at that later. Alexander Gonzalez hugging that bottom line. In fact, got a little bit too close to it right there. And it looks like Tyler Mallon in the FedEx Freight Toyota is going to lead that first lap. We take a look at our spectator view right now. The 18 leading the race with Liam Tingley close in second. Pantalica third. Then there's that 99 Robbie Gordon throwback of Austin Delgado. I love the different colors of schemes that Austin puts on the track. Just totally reminds me of the number 7 days. As we take a look back here, we got a little action. Alexander Gonzalez right up in front of the 84, and the 84 is going to try the crossover, coming back to the inside. Oh, and it looks like we have a change of position for second. There goes Pantalica on the 46. Down the back straightaway now. Going to try and single file out a little bit. It's hard to get away here at Charlotte. Some drivers can do it, but man, you got to be really good to get away from the field here, because it mostly stays very bunched up to the chagrin of the drivers, but we like to see that kind of racing. So you take a look at Nathan Chiani in that mostly unsponsored number 55. Then you got the number 27, Will Goss, right behind him. Heading up to the front. Oh, Liam got a little bit sideways. Are you kidding me? Pantalica just took the lead. Pantalica to the lead here at Charlotte. I don't usually do this, but I think we're going to take a quick break just so we know what happened there. I want to see that. I want to know what the heck just happened. All right, so it looks like heading into the corner. Yeah, he just took the lead from Tyler. And it looked like Liam tried to get in there and just didn't quite work out for him. Now onto the front straightaway. Pantalica leading. There's the 99 car moving into third. I don't think Liam Tingley is able to keep pace with some of these drivers up here. Falling back a little bit. Fell behind Dunn LaPradd. Getting right up against that back bumper. There's Aiden Lacasse kind of sending it in a little bit. Trying to get to the back of the 25 car. So things are already shifting around early here at Charlotte. See if Pantalica can get their first win of the season. Like I said, man, that Hendrick sponsorship can help you out. It gives you some extra horsepower. And now trying to get away from Tyler Mallon. We might have a battle for second brewing right here as the number 99, Austin Delgado, tries to close in on the bottom. I feel like every time we take a look on back, something interesting happens at the front, but let's do it again. So take a look on back a little bit. Looks like Jerry Cook has caught the 37. I think the multiple packs have kind of closed up a little bit. At 93, you can see him really pedaling that car through the corner. Mostly single file. There's the 27 and the 24 battling a little bit back there. And here comes Aiden Lacasse continuing to move up through the field below Liam Tingley. That is for the 5th position, the 84 breaking into the top 5. So as they go down the back straightaway, Pantalica continuing to lead here at Charlotte. And then Tyler Mallon just following behind in second. We'll see if the tires start to change a little bit as the run goes on. Honestly, there's some tracks where you can just kind of predict that the tire wear is going to be rough, and there are other tracks they just kind of say to heck with it. But Charlotte, it's a mixed bag. Sometimes you get tires that get really, really worn out really, really fast. But then other times it just doesn't really turn out that way, as you see the 84 car going to work on the 74. As you think about the points battle right here, the 18 is now only 13 points back from the 74, and it's not a lot, but Tyler Mallon has a lot of races left this season to close that gap. So even in this position where they're in second and Dunn LaPradd is in 4th, they can go to work, and they can really close that points gap as they come out of the corner. Things getting a little bit more spread out here at Charlotte, mostly single file throughout the field. Maybe trying to simmer down a little bit, realizing that there is still many, many laps to go in this race. This time by, I believe it'll be 110 laps to go, so heading on back through the field a little bit. 99 going to the inside, and we got some shuffling going on back here. Here comes Nathan Chiani. Oh, Aiden Lacasse into the wall! Collects Liam Tingley, Alexander Gonzalez, Henry Nova.
Caution's out.
Caution is out. Oh, the 07. Oh, no! Ah, I thought he could avoid him. Not quite. As you see him racing back to the line. Here comes Tyler Mallon. I don't think they're going to have a shot, but Pantalica is going to lead him to the caution flag.
Taking the yellow.
Just a big wreck right there. We caught most of it. It looked like Aiden Lacasse just kind of slipped up a little bit. I do not see the 84 on the track anymore, so we'll take a quick break and take a look at what happened. All right, as we take a look heading into the corner, this is Aiden Lacasse in the number 84. Gets a little bit too sideways, has to check up, and Liam Tingley was not ready for it. There goes the 66, just plows into him, and the 42 sliding sideways, just trying to avoid. And you take a look right here, the 07 just going through the grass. It's hard to maintain control. Just got into him right there. Really rough deal for them. It's Pantalica currently leading the race on pit road. We'll see if they get out first. See if we can try and maybe set up an interview. See if we can get the number 84. Doesn't look like it. I think he checked out for the night. So Aiden Lacasse done early here at Charlotte as the 46 of Pantalica leaving pit road first. Actually, no, it looks like the 99 might have stayed out. Oh, this is a good view to see right here. So number 46, Pantalica, and then you got Tyler Mallon. There's the 24, maybe with a different pit strategy. Coming on out, Nathan Chiani, Dunn LaPradd. Things definitely got shaken up right there with Alex Gonzalez and then Liam Tingley also being involved in that wreck. No doubt having to repair some damage as they head down the back straightaway. As there's the 99 actually going on to pit road now. Maybe missed pit road the first time by or serving a penalty or something. I do not know. But one thing's for sure, Austin Delgado is going to lose a lot of positions out of this deal right here. So let's take a look.
1 lap to green.
Back at the front of the field, you just heard right there, Tyler Mallon giving the command that it will be 1 lap to green. 46, Pantalica took the lead early here at Charlotte. We'll see if Tyler Mallon's able to get it back. And then you got the number 24 of Shane Sides. We haven't really seen him at the front of the field, so see what they can do. Number 55 car of Nathan Chiani giving me Reed Sorensen vibes right here, sitting in 4th, and then Dunn LaPradd, the point leader right now, sitting in 5th. Our main eyes are on that point battle right there because these things can really change throughout the duration of the season, and especially if the 74 and the 18 get taken out in one wreck, I'll tell you what, that'll really shake things up. But for now, that's the points battle. Dunn LaPradd versus Tyler Mallon, and that's what we're watching right now. As you see the pace car not doing its job, Pantalica being forced to pace this field around. Get ready to lead us to the green flag. It'll be the number 46 car, the Acronis Chevrolet Camaro. Once again, we thank you for joining us here in the MELONCAR NASCAR Twitter Sucks 180. Greatest race name ever, I can tell you that much. All right, it's going to be lap 15 when we restart. That should give us about 106 laps to go, if I'm not mistaken. I think my math might be wrong, but nevertheless, the green flag's waving. Here comes the 46. Pantalica leads us down. Oh, we got really sideways right there. Both the 18 and the 46, it looked like, got sideways, and that will really help the number 24 of Shane Sides as he moves into 2nd, and Tyler Mallon washing up the racetrack. There they go. Oh, that's the last thing they want to see in their mirror is the number 74 car of Dunn LaPradd. Heading down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4. 46 car continuing to hold the lead. Glitching out a little bit. That might just be my internet. It's the 24 car trying to go to work. Maybe try to take the lead away here. Heading back down into the corner. The 46 car continuing to hold that lead. Really hugging the bottom lane right here. Oh, but 24 might have gotten a little bit better of an exit right there. Can Shane Sides take the lead away? Entry wasn't quite as good. It looked like the 46 was way better right there. And, ooh, that's going to really open up the gap. As we got a battle between the point leaders right here. Tyler Mallon and Dunn LaPradd. Bumper to bumper right now as Dunn LaPradd trying to take that position away. It looked like kind of backed off a little bit right there. It's still very early on in this race. Got a lot of time left to decide this one. If they continue to glitch and dance their way down the back straightaway. Tyler Mallon holding 4th, Dunn LaPradd in 5th. And don't look now, but Will Goss is sniffing down their necks right now like Joe Biden. I probably shouldn't have said that. Heading down the front straightaway, Nathan Chiani holding 3rd right now. Car looking like a pirate flag. I really, really like that design, even though it's not much of a design. It's just kind of a simple skull and crossbones on the hood. But I like it. Nathan Chiani heading down the back straightaway. Trying to close in on Shane Sides and Pantalica, but right now they're holding the lead strong. Just take a look on back a little bit. Looks like we got some action back here. It's the number 51. That's Dylan Schwallenberg to the outside and Jerry Cook to the inside. That Spotify car still gives me nightmares. I almost won a race here, but then that Spotify car closed up fast and took it away from me. And it looks like he will drop back out a little bit. Here comes the number 37 of Focusato. But nothing's going to happen right there, as you see back in the back a little bit. Austin Delgado trying to work his way through some traffic. It's the 07 and then the 85 of Carter Friesen moving up top. That's David Alvarez and the number 68 with an ungodly amount of sponsors. Let's see if we can go to a hood cam real quick just to show you. Look at all those sponsors. What a beautiful race car. I think that's about as American as it gets, and he turned the number 85 right as we put a camera on him. I don't know if that'll be a caution, but I got to flip back through the cameras now. That was funny. That was... Are you kidding me? He just took him out. It's Carter Friesen down the back straightaway. It doesn't look like there will be a caution. That back end is definitely torn up. He just took him out right as we put the camera on him. Let's see if the 85 goes down pit road. I think we're going to pause to take a look at that. I don't think it'll be a caution, though. Yeah, no, they're still going around. I think the 85 is going to keep going. So, yeah, we're going to take a quick break. All right, let's take a look now. It's on board the number 68 of David Alvarez. And yeah, he just tried to get in there in a window where there really wasn't one. It did not work out for the 85 of Carter Friesen. So now we're going to go back to real time. 68 toward the back right now, as it looks like we're still pretty single file right now. Tyler Mallon closed the gap a little bit on the 55, and the 55 has closed up on Shane Sides, who has closed up on Pantalica. This race for the lead has really tightened up. Trying to close back in a little bit. Yeah, I think to comment on that incident, I think honestly the 85 kind of left a little bit of a window that Alvarez went for, but then it closed up really fast. It's kind of a racing incident, but it was also risky to begin with. But you got to respect that, and here comes Tyler Mallon going to the inside, trying to get by Nathan Kiani. And a bit of a server glitch right there. I thought we were about to have a wreck. But nope, Tyler Mallon moves into third place. And once again, we appreciate you guys for joining in. We got Julio Caesar, Ruby Estes, Nitro, XTC, Luke, Northwest Cup Series. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We hope you're enjoying it. Heading down the front straightaway now. Pantalica continuing to hold a firm lead over this race. Liking what they're seeing in the mirror. Here comes Tyler Mallon to the inside. He's going to just motor down the front straightaway and take that second spot away from Shane's Sides. I think Shane's tires are starting to wear out a little bit. And that 46 car, with all this battling, has had plenty of time to save tires, but now Mallon has nothing but clear track between them and the 46. See how fast they can close in on the lead right here. So we're going to take a look at the back. Carter Friesen continuing to hold up the rear. Really unfortunate incident for them. There's the 42, the 88, 68, 07, 99, 25, 37, 08, 93, 51, 36. Here's Will Goss, and then here's our top 5. So taking a look back a little bit, Alexander Gonzalez, the Daytona winner, currently sitting third in points, not doing half bad, but still a very wide margin between him and the rest of the field. And right now that is not being helped very much by his gap to the leaders. Dunn LaPradd, once again your points leader, as we take a look at this battle up here. The 18 going to the inside. Here comes Tyler Mallon all over the back bumper of the 46. A little bit squirreled up out of that corner. That's going to cost a little bit of track position for Tyler Mallon, but maybe he can give it another shot here and set up that 46 car again for a pass. As everybody else is kind of keeping pace right now. And here we have a battle for 6th. There goes the 36 car going on by the number 27 of Will Goss. And then Schwallenberg also going to try and take advantage in that neon light scheme. And here comes the number 93 as well. That poor 27 car cannot catch a break. As there goes Jovan Anderson down on the inside. Ooh, Shane Sides right up to the back bumper of Tyler Mallon right there. Maybe going to be a challenger for the lead. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Switch to a different view right here. And down the front straightaway. Pantalica taking the lead early on, going for utter domination here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. So far, it's been a pretty good race. Had a few incidents that somehow we've just kind of been there for. The cameras have just kind of been on them when it happens. But right now, some pretty clean racing. Is the 18 car continuing to hold that draft on the 46, getting a really good run into the corner. They might be side by side before all is said and done as they head through turns 1 and 2. And not just that, I think Tyler Mallon's going to take the lead. There goes the FedEx Freight Toyota on by the number 46 as we take a look at the helicopter cam. That gap has just opened up, and as we take a look on back, Dunn LaPradd just took away 4th place from Shane Sides in the 24 as they went into turn number 3. And Alexander Gonzalez holding strong against the 93. It looks like there was a position swap between the 93 and the 51 car. I believe that is for 7th. As we head on back up, Tyler Mallon washed up a lot out of that corner. Indy snakes down the backstretch. And the 46 car right back to the back bumper, and here comes Nathan Kiani as well. I think these guys have had a lot of time to regroup. So now they're all packed together once again. Here comes the 55, maybe taking a look to the inside of the 46. We'll switch to the spectator view. Nathan Kiani going for 2nd, a little bit sideways into that corner. It's hard to tell sometimes with the internet and how it gets a little bit shaky, but he looked to be going a little bit sideways. And here comes Dunn LaPradd giving a push to the 55 down the back straightaway. That was a really good shot of that. You have to excuse my poor camera work. I'm still getting used to this stuff. As they head down the front again, the 46 car going to clear the 55, and that means Dunn LaPradd's going to go with him on the outside lane. But maybe not a good choice. Let's see how good of a run Nathan can get through this corner. Not a very good one. Might just have to bow out for the time being. And meanwhile, as we're talking about them, Alexander Gonzalez and Jovan Anderson both have caught back up to this front pack. So they've been running a little bit further back. They might have been saving tires. We'll see if they can do anything as we head down the front. 7 cars under a blanket right now, and Dunn LaPradd going for the 2nd position. This is what you like to see. The 2 championship leaders at the front of the field battling it out for points. Still a pretty severe points gap between them, but things can change in a heartbeat. And here comes Dunn LaPradd going for the lead at Charlotte. The current EPRS points leader, and possibly the champion, or the championship favorite in the Elly Productions Racing Series, going for that MELONCAR championship, the very first MELONCAR championship, mind you. Looking to the outside, Dunn LaPradd trying to make it work. We haven't seen a lot of drivers go to the outside to try and make moves, but here he comes. Oh, the 18 ran up just a little bit. Be trying to take that arrow away, screw up the 74's momentum, or just close the door on him. Heading back in through turns 1 and 2. A really tight battle for the lead right now. And keep in mind, these drivers back here, they might just be biding their time, saving their tires until the moment comes where they feel like they can strike, as we take a look at Jerry Cook trying to get around Schwallenberg down the back straightaway. One of the only side-by-side battles in the field right now, but I think Dunn LaPradd's about to change that, continuing to follow the number 18 around the track. You see how good of a run he gets out of turn 4 and heading into turn 1. When you have that draft, especially when you get really, really close up to somebody's back bumper, it can make a world of difference. As we work our way a couple laps away from being 1/3 of the way through this race. That's how long these drivers have, and I'm sure we might have a green flag pit stop somewhere in there, but for the time being, I think these guys need to save as much as they can as Dunn LaPradd. An impressive march. I mean, I feel like we haven't been following the 74 that much, but he was sitting in 5th place. He just kind of marches his way up to 2nd and now is looking for the lead. A very, Very good performance by the 74. And now he's going to go all the way to the inside of Tyler Mallon, going for the lead at Charlotte. Doesn't look like he'll be able to complete the pass. We'll see who can lead this lap. Looks like Dunn by just a nose over Tyler Mallon. Now heading back through turns 1 and 2. Oh, here comes Pantalica. They are really tight right here. Man, I really thought they were going to get into each other. We're about to see another Carter Friesen incident where the window just closed for Pantalica, but thank goodness nothing of the sort happened. And now Dunn LaPradd takes the lead of this race. So we've had multiple leaders so far. It's making me interested to see who will be leading at the end. And who right now in these back few drivers, I mean, maybe Nathan Chiani's just going 50% power right now. Maybe he's like Shaggy and he's going 10% power, just waiting to unleash it on the rest of the drivers. And as we talk about that, Alexander Gonzalez breaking into the top 5, and here comes the number 93 as well. Jovan Anderson moving into 6th, and Shane Sides falls to 7th. 36 car quietly making his way back up after that incident, and the 93 car following suit right now. Remember that the 93 was fastest in practice, at least I think. If not one of the fastest in practice, he was the fastest in practice. So he might have something for him here at the end. And Tyler Mallon all over the back bumper of that 74 car down the back straightaway. Here he comes back to the inside. I think we're getting word that something might have happened to the 42 car. I did not see him on the track anywhere. We'll have to take a look at that once things simmer down a little bit, but for now we're going to keep our eyes on this battle right here between Dunn LaPradd and Tyler Mallon as they go down the back straightaway. So it looks like the number 42 of Hunter B will be out of this race. There was no caution called, but we will take a look at what happened there. Dunn LaPradd continues to lead right here. I think this is our chance. I feel like it's going to be like NASCAR nonstop, and they're going to shuffle positions right as I go away to break. But yep, here comes the 18 closing back in. Slides up just a little bit. Not able to hold their ground through the corner. Actually slides up a lot. Dunn LaPradd had a much easier time getting through that corner. So now we will go to break and take a look at what happened with the 42 car. So back here at Charlotte, looks like here's the number 42. This was a couple laps ago. I think just running kind of slowly and staying off pace. And yeah, hit the wall really hard right there, just sliding down to the inside. Comes to a halt on the bottom of the racetrack and exits the race right here, I think. So unfortunate situation for the number 42. Looks like he did not have that Kyle Larson power here tonight. Meanwhile, it looks like something else happened. True to form, right as we go to break, it looks like there's a big plume of smoke right there. Shane Sides has fallen back. We'll have to see if there's any cars sliding or anything. I have no idea. Internet blinks just a little bit. Taking a look at the standings right now. Might have had something to do with the 07, who's now a lap down, but here comes Tyler Mallon to the inside, trying to take that lead back. Tell you what, this could be a precursor to the epic championship battle we're waiting for right now. That 18 and 74 are just on a different planet. They are the Harvick and Hamlin of this series. Well, Harvick and Hamlin of last year, not this year, but heading out of the corner. Dunn LaPradd making that outside lane work better than I think just about anyone else. As a huge gap has opened up between the 46 of Pantalica sitting in 3rd place and the number 55 of Nathan Chiani who's in 4th, trying to hold off Alexander Gonzalez. Door to door down the back straightaway. Really, really close race, and you got to have a lot of trust in your internet router when you go side by side like that, because one little slip and boom, both cars taken out. Here comes the 18, going to run up the racetrack. Oh man, that was close. I thought the 74 was going to hit the wall right there. Really, really close racing. I don't know if Dunn LaPradd's going to take too kindly to that. continues to get a really good run down the front straightaway, and ooh, that 18 car is really testing the boundaries of how far they can run up the racetrack. I don't know if the 74 is going to allow that for too much longer. As Carter Friesen in the 85 pulls off, lets the leaders run their race back through turns 3 and 4. You can hear them pedaling those cars through the corner. It's kind of impressive to listen to. As we see back here a little bit, Alexander Gonzalez going for 4th. So we got 5 cars under a blanket for that 3rd position. It looks like Nathan Chiani might be shuffled out a little bit right here. And there's the number 99 coming basically from the back all the way up to, I believe that is 6th. He's going for 6th right now. So Austin Delgado, a very impressive run back to the front of the field. And especially through multiple packs like this. You got Jerry Cook separated a little bit and then Liam Tingley. That's an impressive run, to say the least, as Tyler Mallon takes the lead back from the number 74. See how long they can hold it. It seems like it's just a battle of tires right now. You heard earlier on in the run, they weren't pedaling the cars quite as much through the corner, but now they are having to really work that throttle pedal. Try to maintain those tires. Try not to push it too much, but also don't let the drivers behind you catch up to them. It is a tough push and pull, and Tyler Mallon, Dunn LaPradd, and Pantalica currently doing it the best right now. Alexander Gonzalez is cleared for 4th. Actually, I thought it was 3rd place, but it's actually 4th place. 93 continuing to just follow him around the racetrack. That 36 cannot break free of that 93 car of Jovan Anderson. And here comes Austin Delgado, really getting up behind him. Got a really good run, and he might try to make the pass on the outside lane. I think he's just toying with him right now. He saved so much tire that he can just blow by him if he really wanted to. You see the number 51 of Schwallenberg on pit lane right now. Maybe the start of green flag pit stops, or maybe just early pit stop. Repairing some damage. Doesn't look like there was any damage repaired right there. There's the other Ally car. Got into the grass a little bit right there. So we might be seeing the beginning of green flag pit stops right here, which can really shake things up. That can really spread out the field if these guys aren't careful. Tyler Mallon continuing to lead. Here comes Dunn LaPradd with a really good run. Trying that outside lane again. Really, really tight onto the main part of that front stretch. Tyler Mallon having to lift heavily heading into the corner. And Austin Delgado got by Alex Gonzalez and is continuing his march up to the front of the field. He can really take advantage of green flag pit stops and just continue to work his way up. We still got a lot of race left. Almost to the halfway point of this race is Dunn LaPradd all over the back bumper of that number 18. These guys aren't careful. We could end up with a Kurt and Kyle situation where both of them are wrecked out and Pantalica is sitting pretty. Out of the corner, the number 93 washes up quite a bit right there. Falling back a little bit, and there's the number 27 of Will Goss. I think right now these guys are benefiting from the front runners using up their stuff, and now Dunn LaPradd going to the inside, trying to make that work against Tyler Mallon. Haven't seen that a whole bunch from the 74. He's now going to go low. Oh, he really locked it up heading into that corner. Almost got into the 18. He's going to have to bow out, let Tyler Mallon clear for the lead. I want to keep our eyes on this 99 of Austin Delgado. Currently closing in, and even without a ton of draft, because he's not getting a lot of draft from that position that he's in right now. Continuing to run down these guys as we go to the 46. Let's try and get an onboard. Pantalica's view of the battle between the front two drivers. Go down the front straightaway now. Tyler Mallon continuing to lead. Probably has the most laps led up to this point. Pantalica led a pretty good handful of them earlier, and Dunn LaPradd, obviously. These guys have just been shuffling that position one after another, but now Tyler Mallon really, really loose on exit. That's going to give the position to the 74. Here comes Dunn LaPradd to the inside, to the outside. now to the lead, and here comes Pantalica. That is exactly what they wanted to see. And Austin Delgado. From the back to the front. I don't even know how they did that. Down the front straightaway now. 4 cars under a blanket. And I do not believe that 07 car is racing for position right now. I believe they are a lap down. So here comes Delgado to the outside, trying to make a move on Pantalica for third. Tyler Mallon, I don't know if they got that much damage from that in the 07 on clearly fresher tires, even being a lap down, as there's Jerry Cook staying out of the way of the leaders. I think that might be the start of green flag pit stops. I've been saying that for a little bit now, but yeah, the 07 is 2 laps down. Actually, the 07, Noah Robb is a teammate to Austin Delgado. That could make things really interesting right here. Both are part of Kiani Precision Performance, but never mind, actually. He's going to take away that line from the 99. That's not being a very good teammate, though. He might just pull him around the track right here. I don't know. That just doesn't seem like a very good teammate move right there, as Dunn LaPradd enjoying this lead right now, enjoying Tyler Mallon's mistake out of turn 2 there. Just got really, really loose, ran up the racetrack a little bit. Oh, man, the 07 just dove it in there. That was scary. I don't know if he was trying to take out the 74 or what, but if I were him, I'd just try to get on by him and do not mess with the leaders right now. That is the last thing you want to do as a lap car on fresher tires. So, yep, he's going to go around the outside. And there goes number 07 of Noah Robb. So, Dunn LaPradd continuing to lead this race, and we got some shuffling going on back here. Here comes Austin Delgado to the inside, trying to take another crack at it. Ooh, the 46 washed up a lot right there. Probably didn't think the 18 was going to run up quite that high. Got a little bit loose, and now here comes Jerry Cook, who exited pit lane not long ago. He is not in this battle for the lead, and now Austin Delgado going for second against Tyler Mallon. Here he comes, and there he goes. Oh, Pantalica and the 18 almost got together right there. That was pretty crazy. Now Jerry Cook coming to the outside on fresher tires. Not part of this lead group, but just trying to get around him right now. And trying to make short work of Tyler Mallon. So you can see the difference that fresh tires make right there. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous, even without draft. I mean, you see how much the 07 car is just pulling away. So tire conservation could be a very key thing heading into the closing laps of this race, as the 08 going around the outside. 74 runs up just a little bit. We might have a new battle for the lead between Dunn LaPradd and Austin Delgado. If I were the 74, I'd be getting a little bit nervous. That 99 car, I don't even know how the heck they did that. They've had to march up through the field, drive a much greater distance to get there, and still saved enough tire to be battling with the 74, as it looks like the 18 and the 46 have peeled off on a pit road. Let's see if these guys follow suit this time by. Looks like, yep, they will. Dunn LaPradd. Austin Delgado going to be heading on to pit road, and it looks like the 93 car is going to stay out. So Jovan Anderson loses his racing buddy, and Alexander Gonzalez, he's going to stay out on the racetrack and inherit the lead, I think. Unless he already pitted. It's hard to keep track of these things sometimes when you don't have like a Fox Sports graphic. Doesn't look like he's pitted yet. So he's out on the racetrack right now. We'll see how things shuffle out. And it looks like Liam Tingley and Focusato might have also stayed out right there. And the 51 car already came into pit. There's Tyler Mallon exiting pit lane right now. And the 46 of Pantalica. Great distance back. So now we're going to take a look at Tyler Mallon right here. This is pretty much the race for the lead right here, so we'll keep an eye as the 93 hits pit lane. Actually led that lap by a slim margin, I think. Now the 18 heading into the corner. There's Will Goss. There's Alex Gonzalez. And there's Dunn LaPradd and Austin Delgado side by side exiting pit road, and the 18 of Tyler Mallon's going to inherit the lead. Dunn LaPradd in second, and Austin Delgado in third. So thank you to those who have tuned in to watch this race. It looks like we got Rocket Knight, WX Fanning, S Racing 88, Ruby Estes once again. Yes, Delgado is definitely a mythical being. I mean, I really don't know how he did that. I mean, he marched up from the rear of the field, and it's clear that tire wear is having a huge effect on these cars. I really don't know how he made that march. And now the 93 car might have actually gained some ground on that pit cycle. Looks like he'll inherit fifth. Yep. And now Pantalica going to work on the 99. I think the magic might have run out for Austin Delgado in that Robbie Gordon Toyota. Yep, here comes Pantalica to the inside. I think Pantalica's strong suit are short runs, but long runs right now belong to the two drivers out front, Tyler Mallon and Dunn LaPradd. So once again, just reminding you of the points situation here. 74 car, Dunn LaPradd, currently holding a firm lead on he's currently holding a firm lead on the point standings, but then Tyler Mallon not too far back. If Tyler can get the win here, even with the 74 finishing in second, that'll really tighten things up. As we look back a little bit, Pantalica really closing in on that 74. Yeah, short runs are definitely the 46's strong suit, as the 93 car, currently in fourth, Alexander Gonzalez, is going to take fifth from Austin Delgado. Maybe it's long runs for the 99 car, because he is just dropping back like a rock right now. Will Goss and Nathan Chiani going to work on him, heading up towards the front. So Dunn LaPradd leading this pack right now, and Tyler Mallon trying to run away with this thing for the time being. So we are just past halfway in this race, 53 laps to go. And the NASCAR Twitter sucks 180. Down the back straightaway we go. So Tyler Mallon right now, currently holding second in points, trying to win another race and trying to inherit the point lead. And Pantalica just moved into second. And the number 46, Acronis Chevrolet, maybe going to try and go for the lead. I feel like if these guys back here work together enough, they will be able to just mow down Tyler Mallon in the 18. But that's the thing. They have to stay bumper to bumper to make that happen. You basically have to create a drafting pack. And good luck convincing any of these guys to work with each other, because that is an affront to everything a race driver stands for. So, but they're making it work right now. The 46 car is closing up on that 18. They'll probably be on him in only a handful of laps as they go down the front straightaway. Dunn LaPradd trying to hold off the 93. This is the first time Jovan Anderson has really been this close to the front of the field. So now we'll see what they can do. A little wiggle there in the corner. You can hear the throttle being pedaled quite a bit. Alexander Gonzalez right against the wall trying to follow him. And Will Goss. So things have really been shaken up. I feel like it all stems from that incident with Aiden Lacasse. It all stems from that. It hasn't really phased Alexander Gonzalez, who has made his way back up, but here comes Will Goss, maybe trying to take a run at it right now. So I'll try and get to the helicopter view right now, just to show you all these cars running back to back to back to back to back. Down the back straightaway. 74's entry way better than the 93, but holding that speed through the corner seems to be a bit of a challenge. Now we'll see the exit speed. Pretty even right there. As Pantalica has closed the gap on the 18. He's maybe going to go to work on that lead here soon. First 8 cars under a blanket right now. It doesn't get much better than this, and if I remember correctly, I think they'll still have to take another pit stop, at least one more pit stop before the end of this thing. And we might honestly have some drivers who try to stretch it. I don't know, though. As we see towards the back, we got a lot of drivers spread out. 68 with quite a bit of damage. I'm not sure how that happened. That might have been that incident on the front stretch. We had no idea what even happened, but Tyler Mallon continuing to lead this race down the back straightaway in their Bobby Labonte Toyota. Hoping to not come up with the same result that Bobby Labonte did that one night. And Jimmy Johnson beat him in a side-by-side finish. But Pantalica right now in a Hendrick-sponsored Chevrolet. I'm trying to draw comparisons right here. We'll see if they can emulate that tonight as the 74 continuing to hold off the number 93 of Jovan Anderson down the back straightaway. Just seems like that 93 can close up just a little bit through every corner. Just can't hold it for the straightaways or especially for the entries. And now I think Alexander Gonzalez is getting a little bit tired of it. Maybe going to try to make short work of him. Nathan Chiani closing back in a little bit, the number 99 car. Also trying to close back in. Really lost a lot of positions at the tail end of that pit cycle, but Pantalica continuing to inch closer and closer to Tyler Mallon, who's maybe trying to save tires, but it's really hard to tell. So we head down the back straightaway. You can see just how squirrely some of these cars get when they hit that back straightaway. It is a very, very bumpy back straightaway. You have to be very, very careful of that, especially when you have a run on somebody. It's very easy to get sideways. The cup physics are a little bit more streamlined than the truck physics or the CTS physics that I've run here. It's practically, I mean, when you go out for your first lap, it's practically impossible to hold that truck straight. But the cup cars, I'm not going to say they're easier to drive, because whenever you're pushing it to the limit, it's always really, really tough. But I'll tell you one thing, it is a whole lot easier to control when you're going down the back straightaway. And it makes for some much better racing between these guys who are able to stay together through the corners. I think right now it really comes down to the exit. And what's really hard to tell is whenever a driver washes up on exit, that can be them trying to save a little bit of tire, run it a little bit wider, try not to pinch the corner quite as much, or it can be them pushing really hard and just sliding. It's so hard to tell. Usually when they hit the wall, that's a pretty good tell of what's going on, but right now it seems like the 46 is exiting just a little bit lower than that 18. I don't know if that's going to translate to the finish here, because we saw that 46 start to fall off quite a bit towards the tail end of that last run. As they're coming up on the lap car, that's the number 51 of Dylan Schwallenberg. That beautiful neon lights Chevrolet Camaro. So take a look on back. Cars continuing to maintain their positions. I'm just waiting until it's go time. I mean, it feels like a Talladega race, if I'm being quite honest, with that awful 2013 package. They just go single file for the whole race, but something's going to happen, and something's going to happen soon as they roll up on the 51 car. Let's see if he gets out of the way for him. No. Nope, he's going to make him work for it. Tyler Mallon going to try and go to the inside of the 51. Probably not too happy with that 51. I mean, he has pretty good pace. Oh, nope, never mind. He's going to pinch. I mean, that's one way to be a lap car. I definitely wouldn't suggest it, but looks like Schwallenberg's going to be a bit of a fixture for these guys. Has pretty good pace, but obviously still falling back. And don't look now, it's Liam Tingley, another lap car that they're rolling up on. As they go down the back straightaway, Alexander. Oh, Austin Delgado got really squirreled up out of that corner, jumping to the inside. Maybe trying to brace himself for the lap car as Tyler Mallon running just a little bit higher through turns 3 and 4. When it comes to the lines you run and how much tire you save, every little bit counts, especially as we get into the closing laps here. And again, I feel like there's going to be another pit cycle before the end of this thing. We'll see if a caution happens before then, but we'll just have to wait and see. As here's Liam Tingley. That explains it. So yeah, the 51 wasn't a lap car. He was in the lead. He was just running a different pit strategy. That might actually pan out well for him in the end. He just has to hold off these guys. But he has fallen back quite a bit, and in the end, no matter what pit strategy you run, no strategy outruns the actual pace of your car. So Tingley running the same strategy, it looks like. Falling back a little bit. I thought they were lap cars, but nope, they're just on a different strategy. And here comes the number 46 of Pantalica to the inside of Tyler Mallon, trying to make something happen right on his bumper. Not quite going to get there. Just doing everything he can to close in on that 18 car. So the 25 and the 51 certainly shaking things up. Kind of broke up these guys a little bit. And here comes the 46. Not quite going to happen for him right there. As now this is the battle for the lead. I was under the assumption that this was always the battle for the lead, but I'm just glad I've kept the camera on this lead pack as Liam Tingley falls behind, maybe tries to get some draft. Probably has much older tires than these guys, so I don't know if he'll be able to keep very much pace, but at least gain a little bit of speed, which really helps in the long run when you're going for track position. Now coming up on a real lap car, like an actual real lap car, is the number 07 of Noah Robb, who's going to take the outside lane. 46 car rolling up right behind the 18 and the 74 following suit. .46 doing a little dance out of the corner. And here comes the 74, who caught him lacking. He's going to try and go to the outside, it looks like. I'll tell you one thing, Dunn LaPradd, no matter what outcome he has in this race. He has run that outside lane better than anybody else by a long shot, in my opinion. I don't know. I haven't seen every driver in the field, but just the way he's been racing the leaders, the way he just uses the exit of the corner to get a run on the outside lane, sometimes using the entry of the corner as his biggest strong suit. I mean, he has just been running that outside lane like crazy. It's been pretty impressive to watch. Heading back in the corner, I feel like that 46 is going to pounce at any time, but right now possibly just trying to keep pace with that 18. And trying to follow him around the racetrack, make him wear down his stuff as the 18 car moving down the racetrack, trying to block that 46. Got a little bit loose out of the corner, no doubt. And here comes Pantalica. I also think that 99 car of Austin Delgado might be coming to life right here. Getting on by the number 36 of Alexander Gonzalez, and Will Goss is going to take advantage and go to the inside as well. I theorized that 99 car was really, really good on the long runs. So now we'll see if my theory was correct. Jovan Anderson still holding tough in 4th place. See Liam Tingley hit the wall a little bit back there. Probably struggling to run on those older tires. Jovan Anderson really keeping good pace right now. And keeping better pace is Pantalica, who just got around Tyler Mallon for the lead. Big lead change right there, and it's going to mean a lot of track position for that 46 as we head down to, I believe, 32 laps to go. It looks like 33. So Tyler Mallon maybe used up their stuff, and now Pantalica is going to take advantage and get on by. And here comes the 99, but the 93 makes an aggressive block on the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes Will Goss, maybe going to try and help that 99 around the corner. It's not going to work out for either one of them as Alexander Gonzalez goes back to the inside. So I think now Delgado knows how that 93 is going to race him. So he's got to be prepared if he tries to make another move. He's going to go to the outside, maybe trying the Dunn LaPradd strategy. And it might pay out. Yeah, it might pay off right here. He's going to get the run, and he's going to have the draft. Austin Delgado trying to make his way back up to the front. A little aggressive there on the back straightaway. Moved down just a little bit. I saw that. As the 18 car continuing to lead that 74 in second. And Pantalica really liking what they're seeing in the mirror. And there's Dunn LaPradd, true to form, to the outside lane. Trying to make that happen and giving a little bit more draft to the 99. Let's see if Dunn can make it stick. This is the point in the run where both of these cars, the 74 and the 99, really came to life last time. So we'll see what they can do as we have another car up ahead. That's the 68 of Alvarez. Might get in the way for some of these guys. Nope, Dunn's going to go back to the inside lane and try it again. They seem pretty even coming out of the corner, but that 18 no doubt gets a better run. And that will definitely work to Austin Delgado's favor. He's going to try and go to the inside of the 74. See if he can make it stick, though. He's been running that outside lane quite a bit. That inside lane seems to be a tad slower for him. And, yeah, he's going to run up the racetrack a little bit. Maybe ducking out just to save a little bit more up for this final run is, oh, man, Mallon and LaPradd. I'm sure they're not quite that close, but, man, from that camera angle, it looks like they're nose to tail. They head down the front straightaway. Ooh, the 46 did not get a good run right there. Here comes the 18. Looking low. Aggressive block by the 46. They were almost in the grass. Now heading in through turns 1 and 2. The 46 doing a little dance, enjoying the lead. Obviously just some internet problems between me and the 46, but it's kind of fun to see those cars shake around a little bit. So we got the front 4 pretty much under a blanket right now. We'll have to see if any of these cars in 5th through 8th come to life. Nathan Chiani's just kind of been sitting back there. I don't know if he has anything for these guys, but for the time being, Pantalica going to try and open that lead up again just a little bit. When it comes to this package at Charlotte, you don't need a really big lead. You just need enough. Enough of a gap that they can't get to you. 68 car running right against the wall right there. I thought he was in the wall for a second. I think Mallon might have used up their stuff. Yeah, I don't know if Tyler's going to have a shot at this 46 on this, at least on this run. It might be another one of the short run speed cars that we might see in the closing laps. It's Dunn LaPradd just kind of following Tyler around the racetrack. I think it's pretty much go time for these two back here. And yeah, Austin